Hey foodies, thanks for watching. I want to show you one of my favorite recipes. It's a date square. They're super easy and they don't require a lot of ingredients. And what you want to have, we're going to start with our pot, and I'm going to add my water and my sugar and my dates. And these are pitted dates. You can buy dates with the pits in them already, but just make sure that you've removed the dates. Sorry, the pits. That is important. And, and the orange zest. So I'm just going to zest an orange. Oh. Fresh zested orange always smells so good. And it takes the dates to a whole new level. And you might say, I don't like dates. I want you to give this a try. Because they don't really taste like dates. They just are these sugary, syrupy, yummy, golden bits that you bite into. They're just so good. Okay, so I've got that zested. Now I'm going to slice my orange in half. And I'm going to squeeze my orange, making sure I've got no seeds going in. Okay, there's one. We'll do the other one. Whew. I'm getting spritzed. And I'm holding my hand underneath the orange just to capture any of the seeds. But this orange had no seeds. Okay, and this is going to go on my stove. And I'm going to put this on a medium heat. I'll give it a stir with a wooden spoon. And I'm just going to cook this down until it's nice and syrupy. It shouldn't take too long. Meanwhile, what we're going to want to do is we want to make a crumble. And I've got gluten-free rolled oats. Now, oats are naturally gluten-free, but you need to make sure that the packaging or the manufacturer states that they have tested for them being gluten-free in order for them to be gluten-free. And you've got brown sugar. And I've got some baking soda and some salt. And some butter. And some gluten-free all-purpose flour. I'm using Frankie's gluten-free all-purpose flour blend. It works cup for cup with anything I put at give it. Or put at it. Put at it? Give it? Anything I throw at it. And then we're going to mix this up. There we go. Now I have to say, I didn't think this was actually going to work, and it's the same thing every single time. I never think it's going to work, just like my pastry. But this worked really, really well. I'm just going to move this back and out of the way. I'm going to scrape off my paddle because you want to have all that goodness captured. Look at that. A little bit of extra butter there. Okay. I'm going to give it a stir on its own. Now you might be thinking it's very dry. That's what you want. You want a nice dry crumble. So we're going to take about half of it And I've got a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Now it's a small baking sheet. It is, I don't know, 15 centimeters or 6 inches by 20 centimeters or 12 inches, roughly. And I'm going to take about half, and I'm going to spread this out. And this is the crumble base. If I need to take a little extra, I'll just take a little extra. That's looking really nice. And I want to pat it down. So I'm just gonna, I find my corners always get need a little extra. There we go. You can hear the oven, the stove really bubbling away. Let's give this a stir. Yeah, it's doing its thing. You can see the dates are slowly breaking down. Okay, so I've pressed all of this down. Now we just have to wait for the date mixture. So I'll wait for that, and when that's ready, we'll come right back. See you in a moment. So I've just turned off the stove, and that did not take long at all. You can see my spoon is just able to squish through all of these date squares. Not date squares, dates. I've got date squares on the mind. Okay, and I'm just squishing them up a little bit. I'll bring it over here for you to see a little better. There, that's better. So now we want to, let's move that out of the way. Spread this evenly out around this pan. These are probably my mother's favorite type of square. And probably my grandmother's favorite type of square. They're just so good. Okay, that goes in my sink. And then we spread it out as best we can. This is where you'll have a really good understanding of how well you packed your base, because this will tear it up. There we go. That's looking pretty good. And I'm going to go right to the edge. That looks good. Okay, flip it around. Do this side. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to take the rest of my crumble, or most of my crumble, and just mostly sprinkle it on top. Use my fingers just to spread it out a little bit here and there. Scrape it off that spatula. That looks really good. What's nice is the sugar that's in the crumble will crystallize and melt and create a bit of a crust. So that's what's going to hold it all together, and the butter is going to help blend it together as well. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly press that all together. And we'll use the last bit to give it that little bit of extra, that yumminess. Okay, that looks amazing. So this is going to go into my preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 35 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it because when it's golden brown, it is done. So the date squares took 35 minutes in my oven. Your oven might vary, so do keep an eye on it. And I think they look gorgeous. So we're going to cut the edges. And I've also let it cool almost completely because I'd hate for it to fall apart on me. And I've got parchment paper going up on either side, so I know I don't need to worry too much. There we go. Let's cut a nice, I'll go halfway. That cuts really nicely. Oh, didn't feel like it went through. That's better. I must have really packed it down. Okay, and let's slice into it. Now, of course, you can cut any size bar you're looking for. But I think that size of a bar is a good size. Let's see, how am I going to take this out? Just slip that under the parchment paper. Oh, look at that. Look at that, it's beautiful. You can see a nice clean crust on the bottom and the top, and that date on the middle. That looks absolutely delicious. It's time to try it. I'm not going to use a fork, I'm just going to use my hands. Here we go. Mmm. 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 Not overly sweet, not tart at all. That orange is lovely. It's got these orange citrus notes throughout the bite. Oh, that's good. I think I need one more bite. And that crumble. You could use that crumble on almost anything. I could see having guests over, serving this with a dollop of whipped cream and some fresh fruit, and you'd have dessert. If you're looking for the recipe, you can visit glutenfreeguy.ca. You can also follow me on any of these social media channels. And coming up next is this. Thanks for watching.